Hey guys, Jeremy here from Level Up Roadcraft Katoomba. I've just made it back from a ride out Winmalee I, and I want to talk about some more advanced cornering. And what I mean by this is switchbacks. So that's when you're coming up or going down a mountain pass and the road does a 180 and comes back the other way. It's a great place to understand looking ahead in the corner, because on a switchback, your head has to be retched all the way around to see what's coming around the corner. A lot of people will be driving just looking in front of them, and as they turn the corner, a car could be on the other side and all sorts of other problems. So as an extension as to the last video, Advanced Cornering Secrets, which is about outside, middle, inside, I'm going to be demonstrating that as well in the video you're about to see. And I want you to really watch my head and how far around the corner I'm looking. In fact, you'll see that even before I get to the corner, I'm kind of having a peek over the edge or up the edge or whatever it may be to see if there's any cars that might run wide in the corner. So it's really all about massively advanced look ahead in the corners, especially on super tight corners. So I hope you enjoy the footage. It was a beautiful afternoon. It was a beautiful ride. So let's go to the studio and jump on in. Okay, first things first, head check. Yeah, always remember your head checks. Now, carving through a set of corners on a windy road can be a lot of fun sometimes, but we do need to pay attention to a few things. I always use the motto, stay calm, pay attention, and keep safe. And there's a reason for these three things. Stay calm means never go faster than you can keep a slow heart rate. If your heart rate is racing, you are just going too fast for your abilities, and that's okay, right? Slow down. Now, when it comes to cornering, we have to pay attention. In fact, the more information we gather before the corner, the better the decision and setup for the corner we can actually have. In this case, what this means is to actually pay attention to these yellow suggested speed signs. Now, you may look into a corner and it might look nice and easy, but just beyond where you can see, it could get super tight. And these yellow signs are going to give you the heads up that that corner is going to tighten up. So it's really important to pay attention to what's going on in those suggested speed signs, all right? Now, when we're entering a switchback especially, I say this to you all the time, look as far up the road as you can. When it comes to these switchbacks, what that means is your head is turned all the way around, almost to the level of a head check. In fact, your chin may almost be touching your shoulder when you come around these corners. And this means that you can see the exit of the corner much, much earlier, and it means you can make a much better decision. You see, one of the problems with switchbacks and canyon roads is most people suck at driving. It's just the nature of how people are. They learn how to drive, they pass a test, and they never really increase their skills. And so most people are driving around the road with 20-year-old knowledge that's incredibly rusty because they never really practice or train themselves, and they never really put the effort in to make sure that they're a good driver and that they've got good roadcraft. You, on the other hand, watching this video, you're doing the total opposite. You're training yourself, and it's important to keep training yourself. But in these windy roads, especially on switchbacks, because people misjudge corners quite often, you'll find that they drift onto the other side of the road. And in canyons, that's going to happen, or mountain passes, that's going to happen a lot more. You'll find in a hairpin, people enter the hairpin way too late, and therefore they drift onto our side of the road. Now, as we're coming into a hairpin, you can actually peek well into the hairpin. Now, as you can see here on the switchback, I'm looking down where I can see everyone who's going to be entering this corner at the same time I am. And that means if there was a car coming the other way, I could adjust my space and I could adjust my speed if I need to as well, in order to keep my buffer space and avoid that head-on collision zone that I spoke about in the last video. Remember, outside, middle, inside. Start on the outside, come through the middle to the inside. And you can see here, I've got plenty of space to that lane line, and I can accelerate out without a problem. And this is why it's important to be looking up the road. You are going to have to force yourself to look up the road as far as possible. It's actually something you've got to force yourself to do a lot. Most people, for example, here I can see cars coming in, so I slow down. I take a wider line because I'm going slower, so I've got less space on the outside of my vehicle. And I give those cars that are coming around the corner the other direction plenty of space in case one of those people messed up and started their turn late, all right? So canyons can be great fun. They can be an absolute blast to ride or drive through. But we do need to make sure that we're staying calm. Never drive faster than your heart rate stays nice and slow. Pay attention. Look at your speed signs. Look as far up the road as you can. And remember to keep safe. Keep your buffer space. That means that you're going to have to adjust your space and your speed in order to ensure that you always have your buffer space. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. Go out and enjoy the road safely. Until next time, bye for now.